When you hear that a student was suspended for threatening the principal's life, what comes to your mind? Probably a tall teenager, a leather jacket. His face is marred with bruises and a scowl, and he skips school on the daily. The last thing that would come to your mind would be a 4'9" straight A's teacher's pet. With hair pulled into neat braids and dozens of books devoured weekly, I was a 5th grade suspendee. It all started with the new principal, Miss Georgia. The day that she arrived, she vowed, "I will work to improve this school, and I cannot wait to get to know each and every one of you." I, being 10 years old and not yet jaded by politicians, believed her, and I happily greeted her every time we passed in the hallways. Except, to my dismay, even by October, recognition never flashed behind her eyes and she didn't know my name. So getting to know us wasn't on her priority list at all. So what else had she lied about? She wasn't improving the school. If anything, it was getting worse. The continued lack of bathroom supplies, the non-existent or non-functional water fountains, the cancellation of her annual international night. Miss Georgia was the villain who had orchestrated all of these issues. So I snapped. I wrote my list of grievances and I emailed it to her. Except here is where I made my fatal mistake. You see, in 2016, America was haunted by clowns. Allegations about these villainous clowns swept the nation. So to add weight behind my words, I signed off with P.S. I hope the clowns get you. The next day, Miss Georgia pulled me out of class, steaming mad, but suddenly she knew my name. "Angela, how could you do this? Angela, what would your father think? Angela, I expected better from you." It had turned out that the clowns were said to have killed people, but I hadn't known that, and I didn't want her to die. I wanted her to take me seriously. Miserably sitting at home that day, something in me died. To protest, to speak out, meant being ignored or punished, so I didn't rock the boat. For years, I avoided sending emails, and I stuck steadfast to the most trivial rules. You might call this accountability, but really it was just this paralyzing anxiety. Did I deserve this trauma for a sentence that I didn't even mean? I admit, even mentioning non-lethal clowns was a bad idea, but I was 10, and kids make mistakes. It was a missed opportunity to build a dialogue and solve the problems that only the students could see. Children don't act out, they react. So don't brush them aside. Take the time and show them that their opinions are just as valid as any adults. These days, I'm regaining my voice. I email my principal and my council members every inequity that I can find, but my tone is sickeningly sweet, and as such, the worst thing that they can do is say that nothing's going to change. Speak up. Your principal, president, manager, they don't have the view that you do. If something is fundamentally wrong, tell the people who can change something. After all, it's America, the land of free speech. What's the worst thing that they can do? Suspend you?